What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing, and I just finished up watching Frank Sanchez versus Christian Hammer, and this was a 10-rounder in the heavyweight division, and this fight was Saturday, January 1st, from the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida, and this fight was broadcasted on Fox pay-per-view, and in this fight, Frank Sanchez was able to get a wide, unanimous decision victory over Christian Hammer, and he really dominated throughout this fight, won every single round of my scorecard, including a supposed knockdown in the 10th round, although it did look like a slip, but I'll get more into that later. I scored about 100 to 89, agreeing with all three judges who also scored about 100 to 89. So yeah, Frank Sanchez, this was a good win. Christian Hammer is definitely his second best win on his resume, far better than every other opponent besides F.A. Ajagba, and yeah, Christian Hammer was a top 30 to top 35 heavyweight, and this is just a nice win for Sanchez. It was either going to be a late stoppage or a wide unanimous decision for Sanchez, and he did what he had to do. And now as Sanchez is sort of taking on tougher opponents, we're really seeing how Sanchez is really more of a boxer than a brawler. Although I did mention in my prediction video how he could box and brawl, but it seems like when he gets to fighting guys in the top 10 and top 15 around there, he's going to really start to box more. He's going to be really tough to beat with that style, because that style is really, with his defense, it's really hard to hit him. He has some nice overhand rights, very fast on his feet, good head movement, footwork as well. So yeah, he performed well in this fight, and he went to the body a lot more than usual, and that was smart considering that Christian Hammer has sort of a high guard, and he was really just digging to the body. But more into the 10th round, Sanchez it looked like at first that he landed a flushed uppercut jab. It looked like sort of an up jab to the chin of Hammer, and Hammer went down. But after further review, it looked like he ducked under the up jab, sort of went into Sanchez's elbow, and then slipped down. Referee called it a knockdown, but it really did look like a slip. So yeah, but every single round was like the same. Sanchez was boxing as well as both coming forward a bit. He landed some nice right hands throughout the fight. Yeah, it was really just Sanchez outboxing Hammer. As I mentioned before, every single round was really the same. Sanchez, there was a mix of Sanchez boxing most of the time. He also was able to come forward a bit, but it was mainly him digging to the body, landing some nice overhand rights to the head. But really, he needs to work on just making more speedy combinations, because when he would go with a right hand to the body, he wasn't following up with a left hook or something like that. I'm sure he's worked on a lot of those combinations in camp with Canelo Alvarez, who's really known for his hooks. So, I think in his next fight, I would like to see him really just continue digging to the body, because that's a really good thing that he could do. He could really wear down his opponents with that. And I would like to see him follow up with some nice combinations once he gets to that, once he gets some openings on his opponents. Like in this fight, we saw him throw a lot of right hands, but they were really just single shots as opposed to nice 1-2s, 1-2-3s, and whatnot. But I know he's capable of doing that. A very good Cuban fighter, came from that Cuban school, and proved here that he's an excellent boxer. Again, after beating F.A. Jagba in October, now beating and dominating Christian Hammer in December, or in January, I should say. So, yeah, with that being said, what is next for Frank Sanchez? Getting the wide, unanimous decision. I would love to see him fight. I would really like to see him fight the winner of Ortiz Martin, but obviously that's for an eliminator. So I'm assuming they'll probably fight for a final eliminator against the winner of that fight will fight for a final eliminator against another highly rated IBF fighter. But I would really like to see Frank Sanchez as well fight like a Robert Helenius. I would like to see him fight a Joseph Parker as well. Maybe even a Joe Joyce. I would just want to see him fight a real top 10, maybe even top 15 fighter in the heavyweight division. I think he's ready for that, and I think he's capable of beating all of them because he's a very good boxer. But as for Christian Hammer, losing for the 9th time in his career dominantly, very similar fight to when he fought Luis Ortiz, losing every single round. So, I honestly don't know what's next for him. He's either going to continue fighting in the United States and in Europe against higher level opponents and losing, or he's going to just fight a lower level opponent, maybe even get a nice win before getting another opportunity like this against a top fighter. So overall, Frank Sanchez defeats Christian Hammer by wide unanimous decision to get his 20th victory, to stay unbeaten obviously, and to get one of the better wins of his career thus far. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.